flag. Ahoy there, matey. Welcome aboard the world of boating.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
I was just looking into buying a boat of my own.
Call World of Boating toll-free now at 1-8888-28-BOAT. That's 1-888-828-BOAT.
And welcome. This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Barry the Boater, Mike the Mariner, rounding out the crew on this holiday edition of the Big Show as we attempt to navigate the latest boating news and information, keep you up to date on the latest Christmas light boat parades around the world. We're going to cover that a little bit more in depth because we're in the thick of it. I believe I think we're in agreement that next Saturday, December 13th, is going to be the busiest Christmas light boat parade day in the world. I think that's when 90% of the boat parades are going to happen, smack dab in the middle of December there, pretty much, as we get ready for Christmas. And, yeah, you want to catch one, we'll go through some of that. Also, just catch up with Mike the Mariner because he's been kind of in holiday mode ever since Thanksgiving, probably still a little groggy from leftover turkey. Is that a fair assumption there, Mike, or what? What do you think?
Yes, I'm in a combination of glycemic shock and tryptophan
Yes.
days.
Well, that's what you do this time of year and just kind of muscle through. But I don't know. You've been out on the boat lately? You've been keeping busy on your vessel or what?
Well, a little bit. We were supposed to go out last week and had some friends come and got up in the morning. The weather was absolutely perfect. We decided to go get a bite to eat before we left. Got back to the boat, and an hour and a half later, the winds were 22 knots, and it just turned out not to be a nice day. So we decided to stay there. We did hang out on the boat and play some music and had a really great time there in the marina. But we're going to be taking her out next weekend for a fuel run and a little overnight stay up in upriver. The land area.
Now, are you going to hit one of the Christmas light boat parades, or that's not on the agenda?
We are not doing that this year. Actually, where they do the parade in Lake Monroe, there are some shallow spots. I think I mentioned on another show that the lead boat on the parade one year took 3 or 4 boats into the shallows and they ran aground, and I can't do that.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Well, you've already bent things once. You don't want to bend them again.
Yeah.
That's like having that one light go out in the light strand on your house, and you can't figure out why, and you just get highly aggravated. And running aground during the holidays. Oof.
But there are a lot of people that have already decorated their boats. So when you walk down our dock, the boats are decorated like houses are. There's Christmas lights everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, it's very festive, very cool, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so we still get the Christmas spirit,
Well, as you should. It is the season. What say you, Barry the Boater? Are things pretty festive down by your waterways down there in South Florida? Have you been out and about enough to know?
I haven't been out on the waterways. I know they're festive because when I have gone out, you see some amazing backyards. Anyone that has a house with their backyard facing the water spends, I think, more money on lighting the backyard than they do the front.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, you mean if they live on the water. Right.
Yeah, if they live on the water, they light up, on the Intracoastal or anywhere in Fort Lauderdale, which is, they call that the Florida Italy. Or the Riviera of Florida, whatever it's called.
Venice. Riviera? No.
Venice. Yeah, Venice of Florida.
Venice.
Yeah, not the
Venice.
Caribbean.
Okay.
I am going to try this Wednesday. I don't think it's try. If the weather's good, I am going to take Surprise out into the Everglades and run her for a little while. I think it'll be, it's only 20-minute boat drive. To get to the ramp there, and there is a long canal that heads all the way down to the inside the Everglades, and there's a monument out there for an airplane that had crashed in the Everglades years ago that is open to the public.
What the AirTran thing? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't think it was. I think it was AirTran. I'm not sure. It was. It's the one where it just. I guess they had their altimeter wrong or something, and they just slammed right into the Everglades. But it had.
that was
it had passengers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Delta. That was an L1011. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I
you're
know what
gonna-
you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've been to that.
So you just
Yeah.
want to go out there, see that, check some gators, run the engine, that kind of thing?
Well, I just want to run the engine. You know, the fuel in there is beginning to get a little stale,
Mhm.
and it's a nice trip. And the nice thing about freshwater, the cleanup is a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know?
All right. But you'll probably
So-
see some gators and stuff, I would think,
Oh,
wouldn't you?
I'm sure I'll see
Maybe
gators.
even
yeah.
a python, let alone some iguanas and stuff like that, which you have
Mhm.
at your house.
Mm.
Yeah. Or do you? Because you've shot a lot of
Oh.
them.
Well, yeah, but they reproduce faster than I can get rid of them. And you know, now my neighbor calls me over and tells me, "Hey, they're in the backyard. Take care of it." Because
So
they
you're
just-
the neighborhood iguana exterminator?
For the people that ask me, I will not go on anyone else's property, but they have a pool, and these iguanas leave little droplets everywhere, and they hate them.
Oh yeah.
And I said,
Yeah.
"Dude, why don't you just get yourself an air rifle and shoot them?" And it's like, ew. So
So then you volunteer your services, is what you're saying?
Yeah, as
Okay.
long as they, you know, I tell them you're going to pick it up, put it in your garbage can. I don't want to deal with that.
Mhm. All right.
Mhm.
Well, that sounds like fun, festive times.
But this is
for
the
the
time
holidays,
when
yeah.
they start getting ready to dig. So
Yeah.
I already have one trap set. I think I'm going to go over to one of the local hardware stores and pick up another one.
Another trap.
Yeah, another trap to have,
Okay.
because what they'll do is I've learned their technique. When
Well,
they
why
run
do you
away
need a
from
trap if you're shooting them with an air gun anyway?
because they run fast.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're not a very good shot, is what you're trying to say.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
If you want to be an ethical kill, you want it to be one shot, dead,
Mhm.
over with. You don't want
Okay,
to
yeah.
injure them and have them walk off somewhere and die somewhere else. So I
Okay.
set up traps. They run along the fence line.
Mhm.
So I'll have a
Well,
trap at one end, and they
Have you
run
ever
right
had one-
into it.
Have you ever had one get on your boat?
No, but I've heard some pretty sad
Well,
things about it.
Well, I'll tell you. I had one almost kill me indirectly because I almost ended up going overboard. We were down in the Keys for vacation, and I went down to check on my dad's boat because we took
Uh-huh.
his boat down there for a fishing trip, and we had rented this house, and the boat was behind the house. I walk out in the morning with a cup of coffee, nice and relaxed, just to get everything ready, get the covers off, and get the electronics up and running. And there was this huge iguana that had jumped on the boat and was down next to the helm station that I didn't see until I startled him.
Yeah.
So when I startled him, he went nuts,
Yep.
which translated that energy to me because I didn't know he was there until he started flopping around, and I almost dove into the canal because I didn't know what in the heck was wrapping around my feet.
It's like,
and
I got a
slamming around my ankles.
velociraptor on my vessel.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm yelling, I'm jumping, I'm throwing my coffees all over the helm station. I'm like, what in the heck is going on here?
Mhm.
I mean, it was chaos there.
So
for about 10
when you
seconds.
say it freaked out, what did it do? Start slinging its tail around and
Yeah, it just started flopping around and running, and it was running back and forth and hitting the sides of the boat because it was
Wow.
stuck inside the boat, right?
Hmm.
And it was running back, and it slam into one side, then turn around, run.
And then
to
go
the
So,
around.
other
so
legs
it's
and
like a
slam into
wild
the other.
bird that was caught in your living room
Yeah.
that can't fly. It was just running
And I'm
into-
jumping up and down like
Okay.
I've got springs in my knees, you know, and I've
And that's what they do out in the backyard. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I've set it up the way they usually, it's chain link fence, so the smaller ones can squeeze through the chain link. Well, I
Mhm.
put chicken wire up around the bottom part of it so they can't do that. So now they're like poking their head around trying to figure out how to get out. So I am just going to put more traps in and just let them run right into it. I've
No,
put
wait.
trap
When you
out there.
trap them, then you shoot them or you let them go
Oh, yeah.
somewhere? Oh,
no,
well,
you can't
all right.
release them. You can't legally release them in Florida. They're heading up your way, Greg.
Oh, they're not coming here.
I've
I've
heard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they are. They are spotted in Orlando. They're as
What?
far north as Orlando now.
It's an iguana invasion
Oh.
just in
It
time for the
is.
holidays.
It is.
God
The
help
bad thing
us.
about them is that they eat your plants and they dig holes under your.
And then their
house.
scat leaves stains on your fiberglass finish
Yes,
on your
absolutely.
boat.
bad.
I've heard
really
that
bad,
after
yes.
it bakes in the sun. Okay, what a
Yes.
pleasant conversation this turned out to be for the holidays. We'll try to get back on track next. Stay close to the world of boating.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
explorer in the other 2/3 of your world. Be the buddy who takes the kids in the aquarium instead of just to it. Be adventurous. Be amazed. Be a diver.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why we've added Nanook protective hard cases to our list of products you can now purchase on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. Underwater photographers, listen up. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook protective cases cost less than similar products currently on the market. The company has been around for over 15 years, but it's new to the U.S., so we've made a small number of Nanook cases available exclusively for you at a special introductory price on the merchandise page at scubaradio.com. Go there now and check out Nanook, the evolution of protection.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 psi left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Have you ever noticed that everything seems wonderful at Christmas?
You come flying from the higher place, fill the stockings by the fireplace. So you, ever you, that's good.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate. Barry the Boater, Mike the Mariner, rounding out this crew on a festive holiday edition where we're talking about killing iguanas in Florida.
Well, it's only because you mentioned it when you said if I go out on the Everglades this Wednesday, that there may be, there'll be iguanas, there'll be pythons out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shoot the pythons, you got to wrestle them.
Okay. Well, I want pictures
of volunteer to do that, and I said, no, I'm not wrestling a python that's bigger than my boat.
Why not? Be a man, Barry. Come on.
Okay, you come out with me and you help me.
Nope.
And there you go. See,
I just want the pictures and the video.
Yeah,
I mean, you're going to be out there. I got stuff going on. I'm kind of a busy guy. I got boat parades, Christmas light boat parades that I want to go to next weekend. Once again, December 13th is going to be extremely busy around the world. I mean, we got Christmas light boat parades in Australia, Canada, Hawaii, all over the U.S. Biggest one probably Fort Lauderdale. Winterfest Boat Parade is next Saturday, December 13th. I've been invited to watch it on a boat from the sidelines or be in it, like I was last year.
Oh, you got to go. You got to go be in it.
Well, I did that last year, and the only downside about being in it, it is a lot of fun, but you miss the parade. All you see is the guy in front of you and the guy behind you, pretty much. I mean, you get on TV and stuff because they're filming this thing for the world. So, there's
but
that,
you're not
I guess.
Suffering too much. I'm sure there's a frosty beverage involved.
Oh,
and, relaxation and some music.
It's a long parade. So,
yeah.
You don't have to do anything. You sit on the boat, eat and drink.
I know. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that that's how you get through the 2-hour, trek is you have a festive cocktail. Because you got to sit there and wave constantly. You don't want to, be on the boat and look like a schlub.
You got to do that.
Yeah, you got to do the wave. So
Let me ask you a question.
I'm flirting with the idea of just going down to watch it this year, but we will see. I haven't made
When
plans
you went
just
when
yet.
you went on there last year,
Mm-hmm.
you had to get on the boat where they all sort of get together, right? All the boats kind of stage
staging
up at one area.
right? Yeah.
Where do you park? I mean, do they have parking for the people, or how does that work? Or do you
Nah.
just get on the boat somewhere else?
They have a staging area there in downtown Fort Lauderdale, and you just have to get there some way, park in a garage, then walk to the to the docks.
Well, you were
to
on
the
Jeff's
canal.
boat. You didn't just
Yeah.
drive up to where he keeps his boat and then ride it down with him?
I did not.
Oh.
We met him. So we
met.
because if we would have done that, that would have added like another hour to the trek. And I'm a busy guy. I mean, so I was like,
Well,
"Oh,
how
I
many
can't."
boats were in that parade?
Oh, geez, I want to say like 150 or so, maybe even more.
Yeah, that's a big parade.
Yeah, it is.
That's really big.
And it was a lot. It was
Yeah,
a lot of fun. I mean, if you ever have the opportunity to actually be in one of these big, massive Christmas light boat parades, I highly recommend it. But like I said, the only
Yeah.
downside to the whole thing is that you don't really get to see all the boats because you're in
Yeah.
it and you kind of miss the parade. I mean, you see the folks
have a-
before you, you see the folks behind you, and
Yeah.
you see all the crowds, which is kind of fun. But yeah, you kind of miss the whole point a little bit. But after a festive cocktail or two, you don't give a rat's ass. You're like,
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a friend that's like really super into boat parading,
yeah,
and he has a 28-foot Sundancer
Mhm.
and a very elaborate decoration. He actually has a barge that he pulls behind his boat, and he has this huge light system that is in the shape of a shark. It's all LED.
right.
So when his boat's out on the lake, it looks like this great big blue LED shark going
Mhm.
across the lake. And if you look really closely, you can tell, oh, well, it's a Sea Ray Sundancer pulling a barge because the tail of the shark is on the barge.
Ah, nice.
And so he made it, and he goes to all the boat parades that he can attend in the Central Florida area. And so he'll do the Mount Dora chain of lakes. He'll do the Winter Park chain of lakes, and just but there's 3 or 4 different parades, and he does Lake Monroe. That's actually how I met him, because I thought I was going to win that year because I had a very elaborate decoration on the boat I had at the time, and then
And
he
he
showed
pulled
up
up
with that
and
shark thing.
Said, "I'll
Oh,
show
yeah.
you."
Yeah, as he's pulling out of the marina with that getup, I'm like, well, I just
done.
spent a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
it.
I'm gonna lose.
Years ago, I used to do that at the house when the kids were young, and my goal was to put up enough flashy, sprinkly lights to
Yeah.
cause people, my neighbors, to walk by the house and trigger an epileptic seizure. That was my goal, and I got
you
pretty
did a
close.
Griswold house?
Yeah, I did. I got pretty close, and then right after that, after I did that a few years, and I was miserable after 4 years of this because one light goes out and it messes. You're constantly and changing bulbs and I finally turned to my wife and I was like, I am miserable. This is not fun. This isn't what Christmas is all about. And so I said, okay, I'm out. And then when I saw all those, videos you see on YouTube now with all the people doing the synchronized lights and talking faces and animation and all this, I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
I'm done. So I gave up. But then, that applies to boats. I mean, the parade, I'd say the boating parades are a little bit behind in that regard, but they're catching up quick. They're getting more and more high tech, like you said, with that type of technology on the lights and stuff like that. And actually, before we went on the air today, I told Barry, I don't know if you found, are there any Christmas light boat parades where they're just pulling boats on trailers on the road?
Yes, because I thought
get more
about that. I
people?
said,
Yeah.
what about all these landlocked people that, they had have to go a long way to do a boat
Yeah,
parade?
tailgate to the
Uh,
boat parade kind of thing.
Apparently, AI says that, yes, many boat parade features decorated boats on trailers, especially those seeking a variety of land-based entries, like the Long Beach Sea Santa Celebration in Mississippi. I don't know why they call it Long Beach then, that actively recruited decorated boats on trailers in 2025,
Yeah.
offering a unique waterless boat parade experience, while others like Fort Lauderdale Winterfest have a floating display. So, yes, there are out there.
Yeah.
Check
And that would
out-
make
I mean,
sense. I mean, why don't they? I'm surprised they don't do like a on the road display to the boat parade. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they got to get some of the boats in the water, especially said, okay, for boats 25 and under that are on trailers, you'll have a separate category where we're going to film you on your way to the boat parade. But then you got to do it after dark. I guess that'd be the problem.
Because I don't think you could set all that up on a boat and then travel down the highway at 55 miles an hour.
Well, that would be part of the skill set that you have to
that would be some skill set. I think what they would end up doing is that they would meet at one place, set up their lights, and then go, 5 to 10 miles an hour down Main Street, USA, with the lights on and the boats on the trailers.
Well, you do that like on a lake here in Orlando. In Winter Park or something. It'd probably be more conducive to something like that, where most of the boats are going to be trailered in anyway. Might as well
if they're
two birds,
then with
one Christmas light. Yeah. All right. That's an idea. Maybe we can sponsor that next year. That'll cost money. So I know what you're saying. Oh, bah humbug, Greg. Don't be a Scrooge. Well, it's just how we roll. More coming up.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 psi left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Do you have a message or product you need to share with the boating world? Well, look no further than the World of Boating radio show. Just like you, thousands of boating enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to worldofboating.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Spit nipply out. I mean nippy out. What did I say? Nipple. There is a nip in the air, though.
This is the World of Boating. Greg, your first mate, Barry the Boater, Mike the Mariner, rounded out the crew during this holiday edition of the big show. Hopefully you're checking out a Christmas light boat parade. Planning for next weekend probably is the likely date. There could be some going on this weekend. Actually, I think Mike found some locally here in our neck of the woods. Is that right, Mike, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So certainly there's several on December 13th, but if you're out and about and you're in Central Florida today, actually, the Mount Dora Lighted Boat Christmas Parade happens this evening on Lake Dora. Gilbert Park features illuminated boats on Lake Dora and the Florida Christmas theme. On the 13th, we've got Winter Park Holiday Boat Parade at Lake Virginia. That's leaving from a place called Dinky Dock. Locals know what that is, but it's a place called Dinky Dock, and it is kind of a small dock, but it's a launching area next to Rollins College. Then Lake Fairview. There's a great boat parade on Lake Fairview at the Lake Fairview Marina on Orange Blossom Trail, and then. Others in the area, there's several others on the 13th. So Southeast Volusia Holiday Boat Parade is in the Intercoastal Waterway. There's a boat parade on the 13th in Tarpon Springs, which I've actually been to that one, and it is fantastic, a really cool boat parade. And then another one in Daytona Beach. So lots of options. Take your kids, take your family, go out there and enjoy and see how much work these folks put into decorating their boats.
Yeah. And then send pictures back to the friends that are living up north and are snowbound.
Yes.
Yes.
And
how's
the
the
caption,
weather up there?
Suck it, loser.
But But
That's why it's just what you do when you live in Florida or you're here on vacation during the holidays. That's one of the many bennies that we get for being in this part of the country, especially this time of year. This is the best time of year, by the way, for us.
Oh, yeah,
not
it's
just the
my
holidays.
favorite time of the year.
Yeah, just the weather. Oh man, woo! This is.
I winterize my
I would
boat by
live
making sure the refrigerator and the cooler is full. You know, that's how I winterize my boat.
Exactly.
Hey, guess what's happening President's Day weekend, February 11th through 15th?
Well, he jumped ahead pretty quick there, didn't he? But that's fine. It's the Miami International Boat Show. I know
You
that
are
one
correct.
because
You
it
know that one.
coincides with Valentine's Day. It's gotten me off the hook for at least the last 10 years.
What? You mean
She's
you tell
not
her you come
listening,
down to the
I
boat
think.
show? Oh, okay. She doesn't know you haven't been there, and you used to actually set up
Hey,
a
we're
whole
on radio.
booth and
She can
everything.
hear.
No, she can't. She's shopping. She's getting
okay.
Greg a new gift for his for
Right.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's
I think he's
it.
going to put.
But yeah, do you have
coal
a
in his
preview
stocking.
of the boat show there, Barry, or what are you hearing?
Well, not so much a preview. I did hear that Miami Beach is streamlining the attendee experience, including a return of the show's yacht component to Miami Beach. Along Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, there's a canal that is big enough to have these really large yachts, and they had those yachts out there in the past, but then when they moved everything to Crandon Park, they kind of stopped doing that. Well, they're bringing it back, and this will be, the 2026 Discover Miami International Boat Show. It's 85th year. This is going to be year 85. New layout improves how visitors experience every boat category, from the return of yachts along Collins Avenue to the launch of Sailor's Cove at the IGY Yacht Haven Grand, whatever.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I can't read. Yeah, go
How
with
do you
that.
spell it?
Grande.
Brand.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Grande.
Those changes reflect years of planning and direct feedback from our exhibitors and attendees. And I know for a fact, not last year, but the year before when I attended, traveling from one area of the boat show, which was the main convention center, to
Right.
other areas was a bit of a chore.
Yeah, you got to hop on these buses. It's just
And the traffic was terrible.
right.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
They did have water taxis, but you still have to get from the convention center to where the water taxis were docked.
they did
and
the
then
best
go
they could,
across.
but it was because of
Yeah,
a bunch of
they did-
construction they were doing at the convention center.
Oh, and there's
and everything's
not
done
just
now.
that. No, it's 595. I mean, not 595. What is it? The 836
The highway.
or the
go
highways.
by.
The
Let's just
highways
go
are
with
being
that.
completely rebuilt.
Mm-hmm. But most
So-
of that is complete now, so this might be
Nope.
like a banner year.
It'll be a better year,
Okay.
but it won't be a banner year because the construction's not done yet, but it's getting closer.
Yeah, but I mean, once you get there, you don't have to,
Oh,
run over
then you're fine.
in a
Yeah.
bus again to get to the other location as much. I guess this year is what.
Well,
they're saying,
some of
right?
them. I
Yeah.
mean, you could have the Miami Beach Convention Center in Pride Park. You got the Miami Beach Yacht Collection on Collins Avenue, the Super Yacht Miami and Sailor's Cove at the IGY Yacht Haven Grand Miami. So they're going to have three big areas that you can go from, spend one day just at the convention center, and then the next day go to another section of it. And if it's smaller, then you could just hop over by bus onto the third section.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're trying to make it a little bit more compact, but easier to see everything.
Well, there you go. And it is quite an event. I mean, it's always had kind of the vibe of the Super Bowl of boat shows in the sense that it's not necessarily as big as Fort Lauderdale. It's pretty close. I think maybe square footage they claim to be bigger, but Fort Lauderdale has more in-water boats on
Yes.
display. However, Miami is also kind of known as the industry show too, a little bit more. It's always had a reputation of a lot of trade organizations attending that show, having behind the scenes seminars and things for dealers and stuff like that in Miami. So it's a little different vibe than Fort Lauderdale. Not much though,
Mhm.
but
Well,
but
Fort
that's kind
Lauderdale
of main difference.
splits things up a little bit. You have the convention center where you have a lot of the smaller boats and mid-size, but you won't have much. You'll have almost nothing in accessories. There's one small little section.
Right.
If you want to see the electronics and all the other accessories that go with boats, then you had to go over to Bahia Mar.
Well, right.
And they
But
had them
then
in
I
those
thought
big
they,
air conditioning.
they expanded into the convention center in Fort Lauderdale too, didn't
No, they didn't. No,
they? They didn't?
but no. I mean, they
Just
have
a
one
little bit.
a little bit, a
they're-
little
yeah.
section of it, but it really is not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Miami Beach, on the other hand, has all of that stuff, the electronics and all that stuff, and they use the upstairs too. Remember,
Right.
there's 2 floors, so
Right.
they'll fill that in.
Yeah. Well, which
And-
one?
and then they-
Which one has better boat fluff? That's the most important differentiation between Fort Lauderdale and Miami.
Well, they're going to be
They're neck
showing
and
off
neck,
the yachts in
I
the water.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can do some serious people watching at either one, and it's
Yeah.
quite entertaining. If you just kick back at one of the beer gardens there along the water
Oh.
and just watch the parade.
Mhm.
It's fun. It's fun. People watching. Been there, done that. That's just what you do to kind of soak in the atmosphere, right, Mike? Mike has a huge
Yeah.
grin on his face right now.
Oh yeah, he's just
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
memories.
Well, I mean, it's all kinds. I mean, you can't believe the variety of people you see in the backgrounds they come from, and
Right. On
it's
one
really
side, you'll
interesting-
see Barry the boater, and the other side, you'll see an attractive young man or a lady.
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't
Just saying.
remember that. You're getting coal from me.
Yin and yang of the
Coal
boating
and
world.
sticks, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no, it's really great, and you know the boat shows this year were great, and you know I just think they're getting better and better, and of course the innovation is getting better and better too. So I think there's a bright future ahead for
Yes.
the boating industry.
Well, definitely the vibe is pretty positive going into February for the Miami International Boat Show. All right, more coming up.
Mhm.
Stay close.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network. You have successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Want to know what I got for Christmas? A crushed soul.
The season's upon us, it's that time of year.
This is the World of Boating. Gregor First Mate, Barry the Boater, Mike the Mariner rounding out the crew as we attempt to navigate the latest boating news and information and just have a festive time. That's what you do on your vessel as much as possible. Light it up with Christmas lights. Go participate in a Christmas light boat parade, or just get out there and enjoy the water. It'll put you in a good mood just in time for the holidays. So, Mike the Mariner, you're planning to head out next week on a gas run, but do you have any festive activities planned at all when you're out and about, or are you just going to go out and just being out on the water is going to put you in the Christmas spirit type of thing anyway?
Well, we're going to, we haven't decorated the boat yet because we've been doing some other things, but
Yeah.
we'll probably put some lights. I've got some lights on the boat that I'll deploy for the trip. And so we'll do our own little, single boat parade up to the fuel station up, 20 miles downriver. And then
Right.
during the holidays, but around Christmas and between Christmas and New Year's, we're planning to take off for probably 3, 4, 5 days and do a
Just
trip.
do some
So-
holiday travel,
Mhm. Absolutely.
water-wise. Sounds good. And
Right.
Barry, when you go out on your little 17-foot Triumph next week to cruise down through the Everglades, you going to throw some lights on that thing too and try to look festive, or are you
For
going to?
whom?
For you
The
on your boat.
iguanas?
Yeah.
No,
well,
but
for
there's not
the
gonna be any
gators,
humans out there. Yeah, the
And
gators,
the pythons.
and
right?
the pythons, and
Yeah,
the
you-
lions and tigers
Hey,
and bears. Oh
you,
my!
You might cruise by the Island of Misfit Toys or something. I don't know. It
Well,
could
they
happen.
might like lights too. I
Yeah.
mean, iguanas
I'm-
may
I'm-
love lights.
Yeah, you
never
don't do
know.
the lights just for yourself, Barry. It's about giving. That's the theme
Yeah,
of the season. Hello.
I'm going to be giving my daughter a tour of the Everglades. We're going to head out there go down the canals, hopefully
Right.
not get lost. And I
Okay.
wonder, does Sea-Tow come out there and help you if something goes wrong?
Why are you thinking it will? You're just predicting that for yourself?
If anything can go wrong, it will.
Okay. So you're
And
trying to set up a self-fulfilling prophecy, it sounds
No.
like to me. No.
No, but remember, I haven't
jinx
taken her
yourself.
out in a while. I did charge the battery. I
Yeah.
was thinking tomorrow I'm going to pull the boat out of the garage.
Mhm,
I'm going to
mhm.
put the engine in the test tank because I
Right.
have this big water trough that I use now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to run her for a little while, make sure she's running.
Well, right, but why don't you throw some Christmas lights on there or some blue, Hanukkah things or something to set your vessel apart from everything else on the water. Then if you do get stranded, hey,
It
it's the
is- it
idiot
is
who
gonna-
has those weird lights on his
The weird
17-foot
lights on there.
drive.
No,
I'll help you
no,
stand
because
out
it'll
more.
end up being on your show and as a news item.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. No. We're just going to go out.
That's a
and check out
terrible
the
Santa
critters.
laugh, by the way.
Ho, 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 ho.
No, you're supposed to ho ho ho. Come on, get
Ho, ho,
get with
ho.
the program
Ho,
there,
ho,
Barry.
ho. Is that better?
All right. Yeah, but I mean, have you ever even thought about doing that? You go get some of those string lights, just run them
I did.
along the gunnel or something.
I did. I was reading the advertisement for the big Winter Fest boat parade, and they actually look for people that are willing to volunteer and
Yeah.
use their boats
Right.
as some kind of guide or, I guess, directors.
Well, I mean,
They-
I don't think they got a size limit on the small side. I mean, you could do a 17-footer in that
No,
parade.
I'm not going to light up my little itty bitty boat. That's a
Why?
long day because I got to launch the boat. I got to get the boat where it needs to be. Then I got to put it back on the trailer and then trail it home that evening. What time does the boat show end?
Probably 10, kicks
10
off
o'clock.
around
Let's
7.
say 10.
7
I got
to
to get
9, 10, 7
yes.
10 maybe.
So then I got to take the boat.
You're back
and
before midnight. What are you complaining about?
I still want to wash the boat. I'm not going to let that engine sit overnight with salt water in it.
Okay. So
No.
so what you're saying is you're going to be a Scrooge.
No, what I'm saying is I'd be happier just going on Jeff's boat
Well, okay, and just being a participant
and being a participant. Or he used to take people out. You could actually go out there and he would anchor the boat somewhere and there would be food and festivities
Oh,
and
yeah, they
drinking.
still have
and,
that.
And
Yeah, you can
they
hobnob.
still have that?
Yeah,
That's the way to do
you
it.
get some hanger-ons. If you go to the staging area and just walk up and down the docks and strike up a conversation with someone, oh yeah, it's possible.
Wait,
Especially
you've done this before? You
no,
go
but I
around
saw it
begging for a
happen.
ride?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you saw-
helps. It helps if you
Look at
if
the
you
smile on
qualify.
his face, Mike.
Well, it helps if you qualify as high caliber boat fluff, if you know what I mean.
Or if you're
so Barry's
going to
have a tougher
World
time
of boating.
than
Yeah.
than most.
Mhm.
But you can participate. They even have stand up paddleboard groups like clubs that participate in the boat parade there at Winterfest in Fort
Seriously?
Lauderdale. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing people
Oh yeah,
on
there's
paddleboards
clubs
at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do. They'll create a small little chain or have just like they're kind of almost like the Shriners,
Oh,
and the
okay.
little cars and
Yeah.
at a Thanksgiving Day parade. They have those like paddleboard kind of guys going, and
You
they'll have
know,
a few things in between some of the
the
boats.
Shriners could make something like that. I mean, you could make a little.
Well, you have the hat. Why don't
6-foot
you
boat.
start? You got the
hat.
watch.
This is not a Shriner's hat.
I know you
This
can
is
do
those round
Barry's
fezzes they
watch
wear.
cap.
Parade. There we
Boaters.
go.
I don't know. You can do it, but canoes. I've seen canoes. They got the stand-up paddleboard folks going. They got little sailboat or sailboats and things.
I can't believe they would do that at night. That to me would be too
Yeah.
dangerous.
Well, not sailboats, but
these-
those little two-seater powerboat things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Small boats. Those can be the little,
Mhm.
little fezzy hats
No,
on
they
and all
have
that.
they have them. They do have them. I'm just saying you have options, Barry. If you wanted to actually participate in the holidays, I'm trying to encourage you. You're there, and you're saying,
coming down.
Well, if I knew you were gonna if I knew you were gonna do that, maybe I'd be more inclined to avoid the area at all costs.
All costs. No, in that case, I'm not going to do it because I know you're going to have to come down and make an appearance.
Well, I don't know about that. We'll see.
Yeah, you
I'm a
know you
busy
have to.
guy. Busy
Yeah,
guy.
the
yeah.
D Martini Hotel will be open for you. You know
well,
that.
I do have I have a hotel reservation on hold at the moment.
Yes.
There
Mhm.
at the Gomez Hilton, I do, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's going to be in the cards this year just yet. We will see. But yeah, we have that. And so other than you're going down to the Everglades, Barry, and other than that, any other festive boating plans for the holidays, or that's it at the moment?
I may, if Allie wants to go out, we may go out along the Intracoastal. I don't want to take her on any bumpy water. If you remember, she had surgery on her neck back in January.
Right.
And I never want to go through that of watching your daughter have this major surgery and have it done again.
Yeah.
So
that didn't happen because you took her out on your boat, though.
No, but you go out on if the water's a little rough.
Right.
You don't want to run hard on the boat.
It's not going to be comfy for her. I get it.
Right.
Thinking of your
but
passengers.
Going out on the Everglades, that water's flat water.
Uh-huh.
Other
than
over an
alligator speed bumps or maybe a manatee. I don't know.
I don't think there are manatees out in that area.
The gators ate them all?
No, I just don't think there are manatees out in that area. I think they keep. I know some of the canals they stay at. The New River Canal, they're up there. They're near the power plants down in Biscayne Bay.
Right.
But I don't know if they go that far up into the Everglades.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But if if you saw a gator, would you be wanting to avoid it at all costs, or?
No, I just don't want to hit it. I know I ran down one of those canals one time, and I know my skeg hit something.
So it was a gator.
Didn't break it. But I assume it's a gator.
Okay. Well, that's probably not ideal for your boat or the gator. If it was iguana, all bets are off. He's like aiming for him.
Forget it. Turn them into chum.
Yeah, and I guess that could be an activity. I never thought that would be a holiday activity for the family, but Barry the boater appears to have turned that into a thing. So I don't know. Maybe you can report back after you go snag some more iguanas for the holidays. Okay. All right?
Yep.
Okay. On that disturbing note, we're going to wrap it up. Till next time, remember, whether it is sail or a motor,
life is better.
Life is better
as a boater.
As a boater.
Safe boating, everyone.
Barnacle-bitten swab.
World of Boating is brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
World of Boating is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Computer standing by.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past shows worldwide over the internet at worldofboating.com.
Computers can do that?
So tell a friend and come aboard every week for the World of Boating.
This is so great. I can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps. Feel me. Feel me.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
TTFN, ta-ta for now.
The opinions you just heard on the World of Boating are those of the hosts, callers, and guests. They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
What are you being such a weenie for?
While on the water, your safety and the safety of many others depends on you. So boat smart and operate your vessel only after receiving the proper training and instruction for your area.
There is a fine line between genius and madness.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at worldofboating.com.